Hey guys, welcome back. We're gonna have a quick look at when to use the Anaconda versus D'Arce. It's a common question. What's the difference between the two? I'll show that, and then I'll show you guidelines on when to use it from front headlock and when to use D'Arce. Okay, let's have a look real quick. So when we have the person in front headlock, the first thing we want to make sure is that he's on his elbows. We can do it from when he's on his hands. Maybe he's trying to get up though. So we always have to be cautious when this happens. We need to bring it back, snap him back down to his elbows, right? Once he's on his elbows, the Anaconda basically is insertion of my hand around the neck and exiting from the armpit. And then we make the figure four lock here. So my hand comes out of the armpit and we lock here. Whether we break him down first and then lock, it doesn't matter. That's essentially what the Anaconda looks like. With the D'Arce, my hand enters under the armpit and exits from the neck. So the lock is not under the armpit, it's going to be around the neck. All right, that's the basic difference between the Anaconda and the D'Arce. Now, when do we use either? If Gustavo is here and he's got his elbows relatively tucked in, something like this, right? Then Anaconda might be a better option because when I throw my arm here, his elbows are already tucked. So I can just push into him, pull a little bit, and now I can start rolling or going back and then locking. So in other words, he's not opening his arm out to stop my my lock. If I lock here, for example, and he opens his arm, my fingers are going to slip out of the grip. All right. So I look at his elbow and I decide if his elbow is wide open, maybe I'm trying to pull it and he just pulls his elbow out. But at the same time, it's kind of tucking his chin. So I'm not able to do a guillotine because that's another option. I might look into going for the D'Arce. So from here, I just pulled his elbow out. It's going to be very hard to lock the Anaconda, but I might step around and go into this situation where now the width of his arm doesn't matter. I'm just going to insert from behind the arm, exit through the neck, and then lock or break him down or whatever the case. I'm going to show real quick both of those options in more of a live setting. Then maybe we can move over here a little bit. So we're going to do it with a roll. You don't have to do it with a roll, but or in any of those setups, but we'll do that. So his elbow is a little forward, or maybe I pushed and pulled his elbow down and all that stuff. He's not making an effort to open it up. I can probably make a lock here, and then I could probably put my head in the hole, and then we can lock that Anaconda. That's all because his elbow is staying closed. If we're in the exact same initial position, but I start pulling his elbow and he decides to open it up. At the same time, he tucks his chin so I don't guillotine him here. Those two options are guillotine and the Anaconda are almost out of question. Then I can turn around this way, go in. I can pull my arm from the hole here by his neck. And then I can bring him down, lock on this side, and then finish the D'Arce. All right? So it's very simple. It's up to you. Maybe you're better at one than the other. Maybe you always go with the D'Arce. It doesn't really matter. But if you're good at both, that's a good indicator when to do which. All right. Thanks for joining. See you next time. Like, subscribe, and even comment.